All right, just want to run you through the assignment, make sure you know how to do everything I'm asking you to do here. When you go to the link, it looks like it's saying Google Drive on mine, but it should be to my website. When you pull that up, here's where you're going to land, all the way down to the bottom, and you're looking, the game's going to be down here in this wheel. It took a minute to load on most computers I tried it on, so you should see a little space. It might take a little bit of time, but it will load. We call this Wheel of Fortune in class. When we play it, it's based off a game you would see at an actual casino where they would be a lot flashier. It'd be a big wheel. It's usually about as tall as a person, probably 5 or 6 feet wide. And instead of dollar, $1, $2, and so on, like you're seeing here, it would have actual dollar bills on it. And this wild space is usually real glittery and real extravagant, bright colors, things like that. So it would look a lot fancier than what I have here. In class, you'd have this game board that we would stand around a table. You'd place your bets on what you think is going to show up on the wheel. Now, if you look at it, you can kind of see where there's a lot more $1 spaces than anything else. And the bigger the number, the fewer there are, which is probably kind of expected. So what you do is you decide how much you want to bet, and you put it on which space you think the wheel is going to show up on the wheel. And you could usually we bet in increments of $1, so you could bet like $1, $2, $10. And the way the game goes, these are basically your payouts. So you bet on a $1 space, you win back what you bet. So you bet $1, you win $1. You bet on $2 space, you bet $1, you win two, and so on. 5-to-1 payout, 10-to-1 payout. For my game, the Wild is a 25-to-1 payout. And we'll come back to this in a little while and talk about, is that the best I should offer, or should I maybe offer something else? Now, once you're welcome to play the game and kind of get a feel for how it works, see what it lands on the most if you want to do it that way. Once you've played around a little bit, I want you to record what happened when you played. So I want you to actually think about what amount of money would you want to bet? What do you want to bet on? So which space would you bet on? And then spin the wheel and see what happens. So, and once you've done that, come to this spreadsheet and record what happens. So let's say that I want to bet on the $10 space. All right, so just type in 10. And let's say I bet $1. Now this one's going to come up with $1 automatically. Don't type in any dollars, it'll mess up the calculations. I've got a lot of stuff going on automatically. It's going to help you out here, so don't mess that up. All right, the outcome, so spin it and let's see what happens. Yeah, $5 showed up. And that means I lost $1. I bet on 10, 10 did not show up. So if I bet $1, I lost $1. Make sure you put a negative if you lost. Okay. Now over here, the automatic stuff, it's going to keep track of what shows up. So you can see what's coming up the most often. And at the bottom, it's going to keep track of how much money you've won or lost. So let's try it again, make sure this is making sense. Let's say I'm going to bet on the $1 space this time. All right. And I'm going to bet $5. I'm going bigger this time. Okay. So let's see what happens. All right, so I won. So let me come back here, and $1 showed up. That's what I bet on. So that's a 1-to-1 payout. You'll have to do the math on your own. I think you can do it. So if I bet $5 and it's a 1-to-1 payout, then I win $5. So let's try again. Let's bet on $2 this time. Let's say I bet $5 again. Let's be the last trial, just so you kind of see how it's working. Oh, almost won. All right. Well, 5 came up, so I lost. So that means I lost $5. And over here, count how many times everything's showing up. It'll count how much money you've won or lost. And in the end, you're going to have a form to fill out that I'm going to ask you questions about the game and how you played. You're going to analyze this game fully soon in the next lesson. So put a little bit of thought in these questions now, and it'll make that part go a lot easier. If you have any questions, let me know, and I'll see what I can do to help you out.